The Mortal Kombat Legacy Collection is coming out later this year. We still have 4 games that have not been announced yet for the collection. Today I want to get into what I think we could be looking at for those games. Now there's actually 5 games that I would like to see on this collection. We only have room for 4. So, first things first, welcome into today's video. If you're excited, make sure you hit that thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe so you can find the channel again. Let's go ahead and get into what I think is going to be game 1. So right here, ladies and gentlemen, we are looking at the PlayStation version of Mortal Kombat Trilogy. This is a game I'd love to see come into the franchise. Once again, part of Mortal Kombat Legacy Collection, I think having this online playable would be absolutely amazing. Now, will it come? Time will tell. Now, that is the first game that I think we could see on the Mortal Kombat Legacy Collection. Now, the second game that I think we could be potentially looking at on the Mortal Kombat Legacy Collection might surprise some folks. You may hear it in the background. I'm going to give you a look at it. This is Mortal Kombat Trilogy on Nintendo 64. Now, this version, do we need 2 versions of Mortal Kombat Trilogy? I don't think we do. As an MK fan, I think that having the 64 version and the PlayStation version online playable would be incredible. I think for fans who grew up with them, it would bring back great nostalgic memories for the Nintendo 64 fan base to have their version of the game, along with the players who played the PlayStation version to have their game online playable. Is it going to happen? I don't know. But we can technically lump those 2 games kind of together maybe. I'll just say that potentially we're going to get a Mortal Kombat Trilogy. We might get one, we might not. Who knows what we're going to be getting in the game. But I do think we're going to get at least one Mortal Kombat Trilogy version in there. Now, I will give you the next game that I definitely think that we will probably be looking at when Mortal Kombat Legacy Collection comes out. Now, this is an important game to the franchise. You may recognize the audio here as the Sega Dreamcast boot up. This is Mortal Kombat Gold, only released on Sega Dreamcast, never playable online. This is a game that has only been released on one console ever in history, just like Mortal Kombat 4, only released once previously. And if you want to play this game, you have to have a Sega Dreamcast. This was Mortal Kombat 4, but it also introduced 5 new characters to the game. You had some new stages on this game. Tremendous game. This is what it looked like booting up back in the day. And the great thing about Mortal Kombat Gold is it added Baraka, Mileena, Kung Lao, Cyrax, Sector as a secret character. You can go into arcade here and just check out. You have Cyrax, Mileena, Katana, Kung Lao, Baraka, new additions to the roster. If you select Hidden, I screwed that up. Yeah, I screwed that up and I accidentally hit random. But you can select Cyrax. Now, this is an exclusive version of Mortal Kombat 4 that we never got. And I personally think that Mortal Kombat Gold is perfect for releasing on the Mortal Kombat Legacy Collection. Now, you might be asking yourself, okay, now like I said, I'm going to take Mortal Kombat Trilogy and put that in its own category. So I think we're going to get Mortal Kombat Trilogy some version. I don't know what version we're going to get. Let me know in the comment section below what version you think would be the definitive version that we should get. Now, the next game that I will say I think we're going to get, if this is truly the ultimate complete collection and we're getting everything from the 90s checked off, there is one game that I'd really like to see come to this collection. So just to recap, first off, we had Mortal Kombat Trilogy, the PS1 version or the 64 version. Then we had Mortal Kombat Gold on Dreamcast, so that would take out 2 of our 4. Now this, you may recognize the beautiful Midway logo coming up. This was an excellent game, in my opinion, and a game that I think generations now would really enjoy going back to. Great game for story, lore, great cutscenes, And another game that if you want to play this, you have to have a PS1. I mean, so Sub-Zero Mythologies. This game is quite a game. You got good cutscenes, you have a good story. This was part of the original Mortal Kombat Legacy back in the 90s. A very, very interesting game. I will say that this is going to be the number 3 Mortal Kombat Legacy title that I hope is included in the Mortal Kombat Legacy Collection. Because I think it just is important to historically preserve. Now, I think it's important if we're doing a Legacy Collection and we're going to be covering the entire legacy of Mortal Kombat. If they do a Legacy 2, which I think they will, if this is a success, I'm expecting a Mortal Kombat 3D trilogy, I think it's important that we get all the 90s staples in this first collection. So, now I'm going to show you the 4th and final game that I think could be included in this Legacy Collection. One that I think is going to shock a lot of people, but I will say this. We already know that we're getting Mortal Kombat 1 on Game Boy, which was not the best game, but we're getting it anyways. And now I'm going to show you my final pick on what I think is going to be on the Mortal Kombat Legacy Collection. Let's get into it. Ladies and gentlemen, Mortal Kombat Special Forces. This, I think we will be seeing on the Mortal Kombat Legacy Collection. Because I think the world is now ready to relive this intro in 4K, 60 FPS. Haters will say this is not the greatest intro of all time in Mortal Kombat history. Now, coming from somebody that it kind of enjoys learning how to speedrun this game, this is, I think there's a little fun to be had here. This is actually, once you learn it, it's a very short game. It's 45 minutes to an hour. This is a fun little funky adventure with Jax. You have great characters like Jarek. You have Tremor in this game. No Face, Tazia. The music, tremendous stuff. I have to let this intro play. If I don't, that's just a sin. Also with Jax, you can do a charge, his charging forearm thing, and it just explode right through enemies. Beautiful stuff. Mortal Kombat Special Forces. So, these are the games that I think we could probably be looking at in the Mortal Kombat Legacy Collection. We know in the trailer we saw 4 question marks there. In my humble opinion, those 4 question marks are going to be a Mortal Kombat Trilogy port, Mortal Kombat Gold, Mortal Kombat Sub-Zero Mythologies, and Mortal Kombat Special Forces. I hope those are the 4 games. Now, when it comes to Trilogy, I don't know if we will get the PS1 version or the 64 version. I would lean towards the PS1 because of the character roster, and just the PS1 version is also pretty much the Saturn port and pretty much the PC port, so that seems to be the wider version. But I would now like to hear your thoughts in the comment section below. What games do you want to see left on the Mortal Kombat Legacy Collection? I didn't include anything from the 3D era because I do think that we're going to get a Mortal Kombat 3D trilogy down the road. I think those games deserve their own release in their own project. And I think if we include these 4 games that I mentioned today, I think that would really make this a definitive, the most complete collection that we've ever had for Mortal Kombat. And I can't think of any other games that really would fit, you know, the Legacy Collection that would really draw up some hype and be worth even hiding. Shaolin Monks, a PS2 adventure game, well deserving of its own standalone remake. And I do want to point out with Mortal Kombat Trilogy, next year is going to be the 30th anniversary of Trilogy. So, is it possible, if Mortal Kombat Trilogy turns out to not be on this collection, it's very possible that maybe we get a surprise remaster at some point in the future to celebrate its anniversary. Who knows? Mortal Kombat fans, thank you for checking out today's video. If you enjoyed this speculative talk about what could be coming to Mortal Kombat Legacy Collection, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Hit that thumbs up. Appreciate you checking out the video. I'll be back with you, Legends, with more tomorrow. And I want to hear your thoughts now. What games do you want to see? What do you expect to have coming to this Mortal Kombat Legacy Collection? We got a little bit to go. It is currently June 12th as of recording of this video. I think we can look for the Legacy Collection to drop around September 5th, September 9th, September 12th. My official guess is probably October 10th for a release date, but we will find out very, very soon. Much love, my Mortal Kombat friends. Let me know all your thoughts down below. I'm so excited for this game. It's really happening. We really get one more run with the arcade games. To all my old arcade players out there and to fans around the world that have never experienced these games, you're about to experience greatness. And I'm excited for past Mortal Kombat fans as well as new Mortal Kombat fans as well. GG's, much love. I'm going to head out for now. But as always, I will catch you on the next Mortal Kombat video. Take care, friends. Headlocked out. Peace.